Hello and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. My name is Anastasia and this is Gaiana.ascended, and today's topic is going to be who is your future spouse. So this is a fun reading. It's meant to be something that helps you to tune into your own intuition. This could be someone you're already with. This could be someone you haven't met yet. And this is just based on the energies at this time. Things can change. Future can be challenging to predict. People have free will. So based on your current choices and the life that you are living now, this is a potential future spouse. So we will get into who this person is going to be, how you will recognize them. And I have pre-shuffled cards for that. And then we will get into the tarot for what this relationship might look like, how it might feel, just anything that we need to know, anything that Spirit has to tell you about this relationship, anything to look out for, and how it might play out. And we will have some advice cards, and those will be about how you might best handle the relationship or align with it, depending on what comes through. We're just going to allow whatever comes through to come through today. And we will do confirmations at the end to get an idea about where this person might be from or where you might meet them, some of their characteristics and attributes, and some letters, numbers, and signs. So stick around if this is something that you're interested in. And as always, thank you for being here. Thank you everyone for everything that you do for this channel, whether you just watch the videos or you comment, you like, you share them, you subscribe if you haven't already, or those of you who have already subscribed, thank you so much. And as usual, I have links in my description box for Otter Spirit Bracelets. I am an affiliate. I have this Juicy Love Messages deck. It's a love messages deck that you will see me use on occasion here. And I also have links for families in need. So check those out. And with that being said, we will go into the pile selection. So for pile 1, for your future spouse reading, you have this Amethyst point. You have the True Gem card, Joya Verdadera. This is in Spanish and English. These are the Amira's Love Oracle. And you have the Modern Witch Tarot. For pile 2, you have this Madagascan Rose Qtz. And you have the Dating Queen card. What is that? Maybe a piece of the rose quartz came off. You have the Dating Queen card, Reina de Citas. And you have the Adventure Tarot. In pile 3, you have this Obsidian. And you have the Past Life card, Vida Pasada. And you have the Galactic Star Tarot. So go ahead and tune into your own energy. Take a deep breath. Remember, this is a general reading, so only take the messages that resonate with you. If it doesn't apply, let it fly away. It's not your message. For this reading, I would say go with one pile, although you may have more than one possibility. So if you really feel drawn to more than one, go ahead. Or if one doesn't resonate, of course, you can always choose another one if it doesn't feel like it's the right one for you. And do keep in mind that these are just future energies based on the current energy that you are sitting in right now, the choices that you are making in this moment in your life. Okay? So this is supposed to be just fun. Future spouse reading. We'll get into the ways that you can recognize who they are and how the relationship will feel, what it will be like, and we'll get confirmations as well at the end. So yeah, go ahead and center yourself, tune in, and choose whichever pile or piles you're drawn to the most. The timestamps will be in the description box as well as pinned in the comments. And I'll just give you a moment, and then I will see you in your reading. Hello and welcome, pile 1. If you chose this Amethyst point and the True Gem card, Joya Verdadera, this is going to be your reading. So you have the Modern Witch Tarot, and we will get into these pre-shuffled cards to see more about who this person is, and then we'll get into the tarot to look at how this relationship will feel, what will it be like. And yeah, we'll get some oracle cards and we'll get more confirmations at the end to see who this person might be. So let's find out who is your potential future spouse based on the energy that you are in at this time. So first of all, I get the feeling that this is going to be a transformative connection. It could be very spiritual with the amethyst energy here. This person very much could feel like a gem. You know, I'm hearing like diamond in the rough, like someone who is very unique and sees your value. This could be someone who gives you some sort of, I mean, very specifically, someone could really love purple gems, and someone could receive a engagement ring that is this kind of purple gem-like stone. So let's find out more about who will be your future spouse. And the cards have been sitting here for a couple of days on my cloth, so I apologize. You can see the decks. Anyways, they're little imprints on here. So this person might make an impression on you, a very lasting impression on you when you first meet them. Let's see. And I'm hearing slow burn. So this might be a connection that is a slow burning connection. Transformation. I love this. Okay, yes, exactly. Thank you, Spirit. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. So this is going to be a very deep connection, absolutely transformative. This could be someone that you already know and you're having a deepening of this connection, but this is just confirming that there will be something very transformational about this connection. So that is one way that you will recognize this person, is that having them in your life is very transformational, or you could be going through major transformations in yourself when you meet this person, like overcoming a lot of hardship, conquering a lot of your own inner demons, that sort of thing. We have trust your intuition. Intuition serves as a compass within, guiding you toward choices and actions that align with your authentic desires and needs. So this may come at a time when you have a lot of different options in your life, and you may meet this person because of following an intuitive nudge to go a certain direction in your life. I do feel like this is a very spiritual connection. We have number 30 here, so some of you may meet this person when you are 30. That's going to apply to a few of you, or you may have met them at that time. This could also be a connection where I'm hearing like the two of you really like to take walks in nature, but it is going to be at a pivotal, transformative moment in your life. It's going to change the direction of your life to meet this person. I think we have a pretty unique connection. Yes. So more confirmation that this is going to be very unique, transformative, spiritual. There's going to be a strong friendship here. The golden yellow roses in this deck represent friendship energy, platonic energy. So the platonic connection may already be established for some of you. And so there could be this feeling of like, hey, you know, this is very special. It's very unique. You're a gem. Why don't we take this to the next level? We have foundation, established family security. So this is somebody that you are going to feel a very strong foundation with. Yeah, this is someone that's going to make you feel secure. They may also have a large family, or you might. You could end up, I'm hearing for some of you, like building a house together, but this is definitely someone where it's going to feel good, strong, stable, and yeah, you will either merge your families or build a family with this person. But I'm feeling like this is something that is going to grow slowly, and it is going to feel secure, like a secure connection, like secure attachment here. We have drunkard, alcoholism, addiction, avoidance, abuse. So with all of this beautiful energy here, okay, some of you may be recovering from this sort of addiction. With love conquers and transforms all things. So every relationship is not going to be perfect. And so when we're watching a YouTube tarot reading, of course, we want like rainbows and butterflies and, oh, my future spouse is going to be amazing. Well, this is a beautiful connection, but this could also be a connection where one or both of you has to face addictions or abuse. You know, if you resonate as someone who's already gone through these things, you could meet this person in some sort of recovery group. If you're someone who's already in the process of recovering from this type of thing. But it does look like there could be some, some struggles here. And it could be, take this how it resonates, because it's going to be different. Some of you have gone through this. You left someone recently. You walked away from a connection where this was happening, right? And you ended up going through major changes because you went into some sort of recovery from being in this type of connection. So take that how it fits your situation. We have heartbroken, deeply hurt and sad, feeling lost, grieving and despair, breakup. So because this here is established, it's grounded, it's secure, it's a unique connection, it's intuitive, it's transformative. I do feel like this is coming through and saying, whatever heartbreak you face, whatever pain or sadness or despair that you face with this person, you will transform, you will grow from it. Someone could play piano here. And we have roses coming out multiple times. There's a lot of roses. The cards do have roses on them, but that in this pile I feel like is coming through as like there's a very deeply romantic love here. You may have really felt like you were not ever going to find that true gem, that person who could grow and change with you. And I do feel like this is going to show up in a time in your life where you are healing. Okay. And if the two of you face any of these things, you're going to transform and work on these things together. Okay, we have stability and flow. Yes, stability, definitely. Trying to balance, juggling uncertainty, stressful choices, and chaos. So there will be some difficulty. There will be moments of chaos and uncertainty, trying to juggle life or, family, other stressors, but there's a flow and a stability that the two of you have. That water is very strong because it can flow around obstacles and wear them down. So the love here is very strong, and it can very much conquer and transform whatever challenges the two of you face. Okay, so how are you going to recognize this person? They may be in recovery, they may be heartbroken, or they may be heartbroken when you meet. It's going to be very unique. It's someone, for some of you, that you already have a friendship with. You could even meet this person when they're still in another connection, and that's why it's a slow burn. You're going to really need to trust your intuition. And your intuition is going to lead you to this person. So it's going to be a very unique, very beautiful connection. Amethyst also helps people heal from things like alcoholism and addiction. So there's something here about this person and you meeting when you're healing from a lot of hardship and overcoming a lot of difficulty, and it could appear differently. Okay. We have sacred space. Yeah, you're going to create a beautiful sacred space with this person. I do feel like there's something about feeling open and stable for the first time in love in a very long time. And again, something very spiritual about this connection. You could meet in some sort of sacred space, like a temple or a spiritual healing group or a meditation class, something like that. But it's going to open doors for you. Like this window and this door, it's like it's an opportunity to see beyond your struggles, to step into something more stable. So you and this person are going to feel like no matter what happens, that you're going to be able to remain strong. So how you recognize this person, this feels more like it's already going into like what this relationship will be like, but this is kind of like where you're going to be at when you meet this person and how you are going to handle your difficulties. And then intimacy, sexual chemistry, and reminiscing. So there's going to be a lot of chemistry, a lot of desire, a lot of intimacy in this connection. It's going to be very fulfilling. And with this reminiscing, okay, and the breakup and the two paths, some of you are getting back together with someone who has healed. So if you are in a group watching, where it's funny, I said you are in a group. If you are the group watching, but you could be in a group with this person, but if you are the group that's watching that knows that, you know, you've had a connection where it fell apart because of somebody's substance issues or yours, this could be something that heals and transforms, and then you end up married, okay? So where are we going to put this one? We'll put this here. We're going to move my juicy love messages out of the way. Okay, so pile 1. Who is your future spouse? How is this relationship going to look? Let's find out more about your future spouse. So, Spirit, who is pile 1's future spouse, please? We have the 6 of Pentacles. So this is someone who is very generous, someone who may give you a lot of gifts. There could be a feeling of, I'm hearing philanthropy. So your person could be someone who is working in charity work, or the two of you together could end up being very successful financially, able to do, I'm hearing like charity work. So charity work or some sort of philanthropic organization even. This person could work for something like charity organization, nonprofits. Some of you, like social work is coming through. But this is something that's going to be very reciprocal, very grounded. The two of you are going to feel like whenever something is off balance, that you want to bring things back into balance. So there's something about being very good at bringing things into balance with one another, stabilizing when things are difficult. The two of you are going to be, you're going to be able to stabilize and ground each other's energy. Okay. Who is pile 1's future spouse? What will this look like? Ace of Swords, a very honest person, someone who brings you a lot of clarity. This could be a person where it just sort of clicks, right? And you realize that you're meant for each other. Yeah, I think we have a pretty unique connection. I do feel like it could even be someone that you work with, but the energy here is just like, yeah, we just click. Like, this is it. You're my person, right? So there's going to be sort of an aha moment that the two of you are meant to be. No, okay. And Spirit, who is pile 1's future spouse? The Emperor. So this person, yeah, Aries energy coming through. So yeah, obviously this is a spouse here, but this is someone who's going to be in command of their energy. So I do feel some financial stability here. Someone who, yeah, it's someone who is very much in command of their energy. So this is someone who could be a CEO or a boss or own a business or be very responsible with their money. A few of you are watching about the person you're already married to. A little sneaky. You're like, is this my future spouse? Are we still going to be together? Especially if you are going through something difficult. And I do feel that this is someone who is very much able to overcome their challenges and doesn't give up and someone who knows how to delegate too, delegate responsibilities. So this is someone who's going to be a very good like authority figure when it comes to family and children. The Emperor can be a very, very responsible, like a parent who gives good boundaries to their children and teaches them something about teaching money management and that sort of thing too. It's coming through. Who's Pavan's future spouse, please? This card wants to come out. 5 of Wands. So there will be some conflict and challenges here. Let me see. Yeah. So we have fire sign energy coming through. Hang on. Yeah. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. And the Lovers. Okay. So let me just cover them up just in case. So this is not going to be a connection that is just smooth sailing all the time. Okay. I do see that there are going to be some challenges. You may even go through some serious losses. There could be challenges as far as work-life balance. This could be someone who maybe the two of you have conflicts around how much time and energy they spend at work. But this is someone who really wants to give you a good life. They want to fight through the difficulties. Like as the Queen of Pentacles, generally my viewers are queens and the querent is a king, regardless of your gender. So this is about wanting to give you what you deserve. Like this is someone who's going to work hard because they want to give you a foundation. They want to have money to provide things for you. So this is someone who's going to be generous, a provider. But I think there are some difficulties here. But the beautiful thing is that you are going to overcome this. Whatever these challenges are, you both are going to fight to find stability with one another. You're going to go through these uncertainties and these chaotic moments with honesty and truth. And I think this is going to be a situation where you definitely really have a lot of respect for each other. And you may have gone through something very difficult to get to one another. There could be right now obstacles between the two of you. So, and it could even be competition at this time. There could be confusion right now around, there's a choice here to be made. And there could be confusion around whether or not this is the right connection on one or both of your ends here. With the Lovers, though, this is a deep soul level connection that's divinely led, but there is a very important decision that has to be made here. And ultimately, this is your future spouse, right? So your spouse is going to choose you, but there may come a time where the two of you don't know if you can get through whatever you're having to face here. And I'm hearing like you're going to choose each other over and over again, even if you go through moments where you feel defeated, even if you have a moment where you feel lost and the two of you are considering walking away. You're going to trust your intuition and you're going to value each other and realize like, okay, this is so sacred that I'm not going to give this up. So this person's not going to give you up. Oh no, you're about to get rickrolled. Never going to give you up. I'm not going to do it. Never going to let you down. Never going to run around and hurt you. Never going to make you cry. Never going to say goodbye. Never going to tell a lie. I think I'm singing it wrong, but that's because I just recently watched some Rickroll videos. I was tempted to put them in the community feed. There's one that's in alphabetical order. Watch it if you dare. There's one that's in the wrong order, and then there's one where he sings it all at once, and I swear I haven't laughed as hard as I laughed the other day watching those. So this person's going to make you laugh. They might even actually Rickroll you. You're going to have a similar sense of humor. Yeah, there's something here about just being able to get through difficulty with like humor and loyalty. So, wow, yeah, that is what I'm seeing here. Let's get into anything. Let's see, what are we going to do first? All right. So let's get into the emotions, things that might be hidden. Let's go deeper here. Beginnings, try again, new direction, start over. So again, there's something about this sort of cycle of no matter what we go through, because of what we have established, because of what we have grown together, even if things, like in the spring, things flower and then they die off in the fall and the winter, right? So even if you have like a season of maybe feeling separate or actually being separate from this person for a while because of these difficulties, you're always going to get back up and try again with each other. It's like, well, if we can't make it work this way, let's try that way. You're never going to give up. I mean, you're being rickrolled. Mistakes, misunderstood, victim, lost soul. This is something, yeah, someone who, it's like the truth will always come out in this connection. There will always be room for mistakes. Maybe you might feel misunderstood. You might feel lost at times. There is something here about feeling lost, right? But these honest, truthful conversations are going to keep the two of you from falling apart and giving up on one another. Yeah. So there's going to be a lot of truth and honesty around mistakes. I feel like you're going to talk to each other about your past too. There's going to be a lot of honesty around the things that have held you back in the past. Distance, separation, space, blockage. And look at these high-rise buildings. So some of you, this is a signifier that this person right now is at a distance from you. So, you know, there could be time before you meet this person. But there is something here about this person being a really hard worker, like really struggling. That's where your fight might be with this person, is fighting over how much time is spent with you and family versus how much time is spent working. And this person may end up realizing that it's better to spend more time with the family than just working and slaving away all the time. So this person could be a workaholic. That could be part of it. And maybe some of the challenges you might face are around this person feeling like you don't understand why they are working so hard. And so that is a challenge that may come up. They may need to travel for work as well. So I'm seeing like one of you kind of walking down the pier, looking out at the ocean, feeling kind of lost. And the other person is like traveling for work and working really hard, trying to do everything they can for this connection. And I'm feeling like that's your person. And there might be some conflict around that, feeling kind of misunderstood, like the two of you have different needs that you might have to find a balance with and compromise. Escaping, avoiding, blocking, pushing away. So this energy here, it shows me that when there are fights or conflicts, there's, you guys, okay, this is really cool. So this is actually talking about how the two of you are going to know how to step away from conflict and push that conflict away to get clear in your head, and then come back and repair. So you're going to have a reparation skills is what I'm hearing. But there are, I think there is some major challenge here for a lot of you where someone's going to have to face an unhealthy habit, but you're going to get through it. Okay. We have possibilities, free-spirited adventures, risks. So yeah, and there could be something about gambling here as well. So the challenges and the things that are maybe hidden from you in the beginning, because this is going to start off feeling really intimate, really beautiful, really unique. You're going to build this foundation with this person, and then you're going to hit some speed bumps here. You're going to hit some rough patches, and these rough patches are going to require both of you to think outside the box. And there could be financial risks or emotional risks that are difficult for the two of you to, there's going to be a distance between the way that you approach things. One of you might be very passionate and want to just hash things out, and the other one might be very cerebral and just kind of want to go within. So you're going to have to negotiate your fighting styles. There is something about, having to find unique and different ways to approach your challenges and accepting each other's differences, right? And working through those differences. It's something, some of you might do something like therapy or counseling for this as well. Truth, intentions, honesty. So the beautiful thing is that, someone could be into photography as well. There's a lot of truth, honesty, clarity, and devotion here, okay? So I'm hearing like, don't be scared. Don't be scared, because all relationships are, they're a challenge. It's not going to be a fairy tale. It's going to be life, real life. But you've got what it takes, because there's two very stable people here, okay? Two people who really want to hold on to this, who are very grounded, who value honor and loyalty. Yeah, there's foundation again. Established family security. So some of you are going to have children with this person. Sidetrack, change, delays. There's something about turning your back and going out and walking on the beach in order to cope with these difficulties. Healing, releasing, purging, and purifying and cleansing. So both of you are going to be people who have a tendency to withdraw when things become challenging. And so you're going to have to overcome wanting to hide or escape the difficulties, but it looks like the two of you have what it takes. Okay, so, whoa, a card wanted to jump on the ground, so we're going to take this. Tenderness. This is beautiful. So these cards are how will this relationship feel? So tenderness is an emotion of compassion and care, filling you with understanding and sympathy for others and yourself. When tenderness appears in your life, it reminds you to treat yourself and others with love and patience. Yeah, this is beautiful. Okay, just a few more cards about how this relationship might feel. Nostalgia. Yeah, there's going to be like, if the two of you do have a break or a period of time where you have to go through maybe a separation for something to heal, there will be a nostalgia, a reminiscing, a feeling of longing that will pull you together. Nostalgia is a longing for the beautiful moments of the past, reminding you to cherish the experiences you've had and draw strength from them. Nostalgia allows you to remember past lessons without letting it become a limitation in the present, and that is beautiful. So if you have had painful relationships, you've actually, both of you have learned from these. So there's something about not letting the past affect the present, and yet there's a healthy nostalgia. And I'm hearing that maybe one or both of you might struggle with letting go of your independence. So this might take a while for the two of you to actually like marry or come into a committed union, because there is someone here who's fiercely independent. Okay, but values honor and loyalty, just is struggling to let go of that independence because of past heartbreak or because of like strict family expectations. Gratitude. Gratitude is an energy that attracts more abundance and joy. When you are grateful, you align your frequency with the universe. Let gratitude be a part of your life and remind you to focus on the beautiful things around you. So there's a lot of beauty, a lot of gratitude for one another, a lot of like Six of Cups kind of soul level energy with this nostalgia card. I think there's going to be a lot of beauty and abundance. But I do feel like it's going to be hard won. Meaning it's not just going to be handed to you. Yeah. But once you establish this, it's like the two of you are going to have so much to give back to others. And we have uncertainty. Yeah, and that was here too. Uncertainty is the feeling of not being able to foresee the future, bringing anxiety and unease. When uncertainty appears, it reminds you to embrace what cannot be controlled. Trust your intuition, right? There it is again. And courageously face the unknown challenges, for the future will gradually become clear. So this is, you will be able to face these challenges, Both of you are going to follow your intuition through these difficulties, this uncertainty. And so, yeah, there's a period of ambivalence too. I do feel like there's something about not wanting to choose this. Someone's going to be reluctant, but the two of you are like really, really right for each other. I'm like, so there is, I think it's one of you is going to have a hard time letting go and trusting that this is the right connection. Ambivalence is the inner tug of war between different choices. Yeah. And that's the thing too, wanting to go different directions with your lives and having different approaches to things. Leaving you torn when making decisions. When you feel ambivalence, it reminds you to face your inner needs. Finding balance will allow you to make the choice that aligns with your true self. And so I think both of you are going to learn communication skills that involve the two of you being able to take space and come back together and look at the possibilities and really face these uncertainties. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful reading, you guys. So what is your advice? Actually, we're not quite at advice yet. Just anything else about this connection? Dating. So you may have messages in pile 2. You may already be dating this person. Again, this is 6 of Cups energy. So this is going to feel like a soul connection, very unique, very, this person could be very chivalrous. There could be, yeah, like if you don't date, there's just a long period of like courtship and being met with honor. And there is something about someone giving someone roses or delivering roses and being very generous and with gifts. And the silver waterfall. I don't really know what this card actually means. And I don't have the booklet currently, but it does feel like this is going to be a very cleansing. Maybe the two of you will go on a honeymoon to somewhere where there's waterfalls. I'm seeing like a tropical island. But there's something about this being like the rainbow after the storm. This swan is giving, you know, soulmate energy again. But this is going to be a unique and beautiful connection, like where you're like two birds of a feather, you know, and maybe both of you really like to like go out in nature and you know, in your birthday suit. And the Queen of Swords. Interesting. What is that under there? And the Queen of Wands. 7 of Cups. And the 2 of Cups. Yeah, and some of you do have a choice here to make between two people. And that is coming through where there may be two different people, or you may be in it kind of feeling like hot and cold about this person at first and not sure. And ultimately, though, you will be making a choice because this person is your 2 of Cups. They are your soulmate. So now anything about timing. So when might this person show up in your life? Or might things deepen if you already are dating them or you know them? You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo, so it could be Virgo season, okay, which we're actually coming up on, aren't we? No, we just passed Virgo season. So you may have met this person recently if you're watching this when I'm filming. Otherwise, Virgo season, and or when you are starting to really value yourself, nurture yourself, take good care of yourself, or you or this person could be a Virgo. And then don't let your past hold you back. South Node. Yeah. So someone could have South Node in Virgo, but also this is about letting go of the past and really overcoming some challenges around your insecurities. And then, yeah, believing in the impossible, blue moon. So some of you feel like this isn't possible. So this is coming through and saying, like, have faith in yourself, believe in your worth, okay? And don't let things that have happened in your past hold you back. And that's when this person's going to show up in your life, or when things are going to deepen. Or for those of you that are watching who already have someone, but you're in a difficult separation, this is saying that the two of you are going to get through it, okay? But you have some self-esteem issues to work on. So, advice: embrace your inner divine goddess. Yeah, so regardless of your gender, this is about energy. So healing the divine feminine within, knowing your worth. This is coming through as very much knowing your worth. So know that you deserve this kind of loyalty, love, and know your worth. Some of you, if you resonate as someone who has a substance issue, this is about healing from that. really learning how to honor and treat yourself really well and create your own happiness. Yeah, this is going to come at a time when you have been able to look at this moon and sun, and here's this, there's really strong full moon energy. So yeah, conclusions are within reach. So eclipses and blue moons are very rare. So this is going to be like a rare, true gem kind of connection. So there are some things you have to work through before this is going to come into your life, or before this will work out with this person. But it's like there's a sense of completion too. Something is going to be coming to an end when you meet this person, or when this connection, there's that aha moment, like we're meant for each other. Okay, so that is all that I have there. I'm not really feeling love messages for this reading, but people really love the love messages. So I'm just going to get a couple, like 2 or 3 cards. I sometimes feel you deserve so much better than me. Yeah, so self-esteem issues are coming up here with you and your person. I'm always with you in spirit. So this could be someone you're manifesting. It's a very spiritual connection, and yeah, soul level. So you could be in the process of aligning with them right now. And I've always been afraid of this love. So there, yeah, I do feel like there's going to be, it's going to take a while for the two of you to come together, and there are going to be fears and anxieties, and it's going to be a little stressful trying to make this decision. And there will be, you know, challenges here, and like really truly expressing the love and feeling worth one another, but you're going to overcome it. My emotions for you are still there, because this is going to be somebody who's very, very in love with you. Yeah, and your soul, your beautiful soul is what I crave the most. And my emotions for you have always been intense, and I always knew there was something different about you. Oh my gosh, Spirit's like, there's so many on this deck though. You are my light in the darkest times. I think of you when I feel lost in my life. Please don't be disappointed with me. We still need more time to heal and grow from it. And it's going to be like love at first sight. Okay. And some of you will have a separation for a period of time with this person, or are already in that separation. Okay. The love messages, I'm like, no, not too many. And the love messages are like, your future spouse was like, actually, I have a lot to say. So let's go ahead and get into more confirmations to find out who this is. Okay. And this is an in-depth reading today, so I'm just taking my time. So these readings might be a little bit long. All right, so how will pile 1 recognize this person? The cards don't want to come out. Health conscious, goth emo. My goodness, are all of you who watch my channel goth emo? No. So it could be a very emotional kind of, you know, someone who is more interested in like, you know, gothic themes, or could just be somebody who I'm hearing like shaman, shadow work, stuff like that, is in touch with their shadow side. We have a loner, studious, extrovert, deep voice, and spiritual. Again, sometimes these can show up as your characteristics. So this could be a contrast. One of you could be kind of a loner, and the other one could be kind of an extrovert, and that could be where that differences comes in. And then we have environmentalist. Okay, and where they may be from, or where you might meet this person, or ethnic background. We have Western Europe. UK and India and Japan. And a lot of people watch these, so I'm trying not to have too many to make it confusing, but also there's going to be a variation here for people. And physical features that your person might have. They might be slender. They may have black hair. And someone may have freckles and a mole. And let's see, are we going to do, we're not going to do the animal because we've got charms today. Okay, so some ways that you might recognize this person. So someone could be a musician. here. You might share same music interests. Yep, money. Okay, someone's gonna have a lot of money. Yeah, birds of a feather. The two of you are going to like lift each other up as well. Someone could have a sweet tooth, like junk food, like pizza and candy, or maybe your first date is going to be like going out to pizza and they might bring you like chocolates or sweets. Or I do feel like this is, and both of you could really love food, but this is a connection that is going to be very sweet, very nourishing. Someone could be Italian. Yeah, we have a cross with the Pope, so someone could be Catholic or Italian, or just religious. We have the moth here, so yeah, somebody could be kind of a night owl in this connection. Yeah, I'm also hearing moon moth goddess, so she's a tarot reader. You might watch her, or that could be a channel that you might want to watch. And then we have a dragonfly. So yeah, it's almost like there's two distinctly different winged creatures here, but you're also very similar, right? Like these two birds that are like looking at each other, meeting eye to eye, and yet, you know, one of you is a little bit maybe scatterbrained and like a little bit like more of a day person, kind of a nature person, and the other one might be kind of like a loner who likes to like stay up all night. And but you're going to be like really drawn to each other's light and very complementary. Okay, so I'll do the letters last. So these numbers could be important dates or ages. So these could be someone's birthday or important dates when you meet this person. So we have an 8, a 3, a 4, a 12, a 9. So you can put any of those together to make dates like August 3rd, 4th, 12th, or 9th. You get the point here. So, and then signs. We have Libra, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Aquarius coming through. And then we have, yeah, this is going to be a person that you really do establish a foundation. It's going to be very rooted, very grounded connection. And we have 3, 3, 3, 3. So you may be seeing a lot of threes. And then some possible initials. We have Z, S, D, V, U. No, that's a U. So 2 U's. We have an L, M, V, another U, a lot of U's. U, U, U. It's going to be all about you. You're going to be all about each other. We have an O. We have another D, another Z. We have a Q. We have a C and a J. We have another V, so a lot of doubles. So someone could have double letters or double initials. And then, yeah, M. So a lot of doubles here. So that is your reading, pile 1. Thank you so much for watching. If this didn't feel like it resonates for you, you can choose another pile. I don't have another video like this, but you can always watch any of my videos. I do personal readings. My email's in the description box. And I appreciate you spending your time here with me today. I hope to see you again. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome, pile 2. If you chose the Madagascan Amethyst and the Dating Queen card with the Adventure Tarot, this is going to be your reading. So we have pre-shuffled cards for how you will recognize this person. In pile 1, it kind of just, the reading was just like a lot about the relationship, not just how you would recognize this person right off the bat in these cards. So we'll see how it comes out. But we'll go into the tarot about what this relationship will feel like, what kind of issues will come up in the relationship, anything about the relationship. We'll get into how it will feel, anything that might not be immediately obvious, things that might be hidden at first. And we'll get into confirmations around more of who this person will be at the end with letters, numbers, locations, physical attributes. We'll get you a little advice, and we will have charms. And yeah, so stick around and let's find out who your future spouse will be and everything about them. So first of all, if you chose the dating queen card, you could be dating a lot right now, especially with all of these different hands here. It could be that if you chose this card, you have multiple options or suitors, or this could be how you view your person, or this could just mean that you will be dating this person soon, or that you're just in a phase of your life where you're not in a commitment with anyone at this time. Or this could also mean that you will meet them when you choose to start dating and putting yourself out there again. So remember, this is a general reading, so these kind of readings are going to have to cover a lot of different scenarios, so you will need to use your intuition. The reading itself does get a lot more specific the more cards that I pull. But do remember that some people comment on these type of readings like, oh, it could have been anybody, you know, you gave too many options, but that's just the nature of a general reading. And so, you know, you can always get a personal reading about a future spouse and it'll be much more specific. So that was for somebody who needed to hear that. I don't always mention that, but let's go ahead and find out as much as we can about who this person is and what this will be like. So we have only time will tell. So this could be that Spirit's being a little cheeky. Like, you may have a lot of options. That could be why I had to give that little talk. So this could be one of those situations where those of you who chose this pile are not in a stage of your life where Spirit can go, okay, this is your future spouse, because perhaps there is yeah, it's like life isn't really set in stone necessarily. It's based on our choices and decisions. So perhaps there are some decisions that you need to make in order for you to find out who this is. But we'll get as much information as we can, but Spirit's already being kind of cheeky. This could also just be the energy of that it's going to take some time. Like, you're not going to know who this person is right away. It's definitely going to it's not going to be revealed to you right away when you meet this person. Invoke serenity. By cultivating a state of calm and tranquility, you create an environment where emotional wounds can begin to mend. Number 17. So some of you could be healing something. Okay, very specifically, some of you had a loss at the age of 17, like a death in the family or a loss of a loved one. That's just a signifier for those who need to hear that, to know that this is your reading. The rest of you, this is about a time in your life where maybe you're putting certain things to rest. You could even, some of you meet this person at a funeral. That's very specific, or at a graveyard. I have to say everything that comes through because it's always for somebody. I get the wildest comments about some of the random stuff that I say. So if it's not for you, it's for somebody. But this is going to be somebody that brings you a sense of peace. There's something about self-love with the Rose Qtz, and there's a lot of pink and red here. This is really beautiful. I do feel like this is someone that you will get to know. Yeah, after you've done some healing. So some of you are having to face some major healing right now, and it has to do with you being willing to heal. And that's where this only time will tell, is like you're not going to meet this person until you're in a place where you're serene, where you're calm, and you've allowed yourself to heal from past wounds. I recognize the potential between us, but I also harbor some uncertainties, doubts. Yeah, this only time will tell. So you or your person may be doubting this connection at first. So it's like, I don't know, is this my person? But ultimately, this is a reading about your future spouse. So this is just kind of, you know, a picture of how things might go or how you recognize them. So keep that in mind. Emotional storm, turmoils, unstable, affected. Yeah. So there's something about this connection, you meeting this person, yeah, when you're going through. So either you're going to meet them when you're going through something difficult, and it's going to take a while for the two of you to realize that you're a couple, a thing. Or this connection itself is going to help you to stabilize and heal your wounds. But there's something about needing to heal from wounds, something about uncertainties, storms, doubts, things coming in. So, yeah. Mother. Yeah, some of you may have lost your mother. That is coming through. Others of you, you're going to be the mother of this person's children, or someone's mother could be very significantly highlighted in this connection for some reason. We have selfless love, nurturer, source of life, maternal patience, and comforter. So I do feel like, yeah, you could be grieving. Your person could be grieving when they meet you. This is intended to be about your person, but people can be watching and things can, you can identify with a reading. So that's kind of why I like to say that, like it's either you or your person, because that happens with tarot. Maybe some of you are new to tarot because I'm explaining things a lot. But so there's something about being able to be calm and patient, nurturing each other, healing wounds, healing doubts, healing fears. So I do feel like this is going to show up at a time in your life when maybe you want to keep your options open, but you realize that there's major healing that needs to happen. And so you're going to recognize this person because you're either going to meet them when this healing is occurring, right? Or they are going to be a significant, or they are going to be a significant part of you healing some sort of mother wound, or this is someone who's, going to be the mother of your children, or you're going to be the mother of their children. There's nurturing. So it's very beautiful energy here, very healing. Key on a ring, many options, unconventional, one night stand, string along. Yeah. So we're in options land here in pile 2. So I do feel like this is kind of a reading that's coming through, and Spirit is being a little cheeky with you and saying, maybe you're jumping the gun to the spouse reading when you still need to heal these wounds. So that's going to apply. You know who you are. If you're watching this and you're like, man, I am really messed up inside right now, Spirit's coming through and saying, it's time to heal that. It's time to nurture yourself. It's time to give yourself some space. If you are meeting people, and having one night stands and feeling strung along or stringing people along, you might want to look at that, and you might want to take some time to look at why some people put themselves out there before they're ready. And it brings even more chaos and more pain and more uncertainty. So some of you are getting a little bit of advice here at the very beginning of your reading, to nurture yourself and love yourself. And your future spouse is going to come when you value yourself, nurture yourself. And some of you maybe do need to take a break from dating. And so that's just, again, general reading, use your intuition, let go, make room for the new beginning on its way to you now. Yeah. So there could be something you need to let go of. Yeah. And you know what? The progression of this pile could be you could have messages in pile 1, like after you go through this stage, because this is kind of the opposite energy that's right here in pile 1 is like stable. And after someone goes through like recovering from something, or your person does. So there's something about that. So this could come at a time when you let go of this lifestyle of chaos, turbulence, doubt, being strung along, or, dating a lot of people. Okay. So instead of this being about your person, this is kind of being a more of a, hey, this is what's going to be going on around you when this person shows up. Disharmony triggers, conflict, competition, arguments, harsh communication. Yeah. And clarity. So you are going to come to a place of clarity. Maybe this is somebody that's going to call you out on your BS. I'm sorry, pile 2. I got to deliver the messages, honestly. And my viewers aren't saints. I'm not a saint. I have, I can relate to some of these readings sometimes, but this is Spirit coming through and saying, you may be confronted by this person, and both of you may have some uncertainties. This person may come in and be like, you got a lot of issues. And you two may have similar issues. You may mirror each other. And so you might trigger each other. So there could be some arguments, some chaos, and you may have to calm yourself down, and the two of you may be like not quite ready for a relationship, right? So this could be someone you've had a one night stand with, or that you dated, or that, you triggered each other, right? And that there has been some uncertainty, right? But this is going to ultimately end up being your spouse. You're going to gain clarity. There could be a need to let go of this phase or this stage in order for either something new to come in that is nurturing, that is loving, that is reliable, or this person. So again, I, as a reader, can't work miracles. Only time will tell. And this reading is giving kind of a maybe vibe. So just going to have to work with it. I mean, you picked the Adventure Tarot, so you perhaps have had quite the adventure in love, in life. And this could be an adventure being with this person. It could be a little turbulent. Yeah. So let's go ahead and find out, what will this relationship be like? Okay. What will pile 2's spouse and their relationship be like? Really? No, that's too many. I'm not going to take a pile. If they're meant to come out, they'll come out. This one, 6 of Wands. So, s'mores. You're going to want some more of this person. That's cute. There's something about this person sheltering you. I feel like this is someone who's actually going to come in and bring you peace after a really chaotic time. You may actually trigger each other at first, but I'm getting this feeling of like her sitting, your person like coming up and being like, here's a chocolate bar, here's a blanket, here's a warm fire. It's okay. It's all right. Like there could be a feeling of, oh no, it's going to happen again. If there was some sort of pain in a previous connection, there's something about your pain and this person wanting to heal your pain, wanting to nurture you, wanting to make you feel better. Okay. Seven of Wands. Wanting to protect you. This is somebody who you may be very guarded against. With the 6 and 7 of Wands, there's going to be a lot of passion. You're going to be very, you're going to be very guarded against this person at first. You're going to be like, I don't know. I don't know. So this could come at a time too where you've really, it feels like there's something about you just being like really claiming your space. So this isn't necessarily a negative thing that you're out there, you know, with a lot of options and kind of uncertain and going through a little bit of chaos, because you're kind of exploring, like you're going through the adventure of life, right? When you meet this person, you're going to be in a state of like, who knows what's going to happen. You're going through a lot of changes and you're learning how to stand your ground, how to choose for yourself. And you might be a little feisty, like I'm seeing like a wounded animal. And this person is going to be like, no, I want to take care of you. I want to nurture you. Let me in. Okay. Ace of Cups, 7 of Cups. Yeah, and this Adventure Tarot can oftentimes give a really strong feeling of fierce independence. With the images on this deck, on these cards, it's like, so how is this relationship going to feel? Well, there's going to be a lot of love, but it's going to feel like a connection where, yeah, the 7s are like very catalytic energies. Something about you narrowing down your options to that one cup that feels the most loving. So it feels like we're getting a lot of when will this come in your reading. And it's coming through as like, once you've filled your own cup. But this is someone who wants to fulfill your fantasies. They do want adventure with you. But I'm hearing like you're a tough nut to crack, like you're a tough cookie. There's going to be resistance in letting go of your options. Yeah, and pile 1 was very much about the relationship, so I can't control how these come out. If Spirit wants to tell you like, hey, this is about you finding yourself and then allowing someone to nurture you again, and it's going to talk more about that finding yourself, then that's what I'm going to talk about. So Just be gentle with me in the comments, you guys. People have been pretty harsh lately. So just be gentle with me. Okay. Like, don't be harsh on me. Okay, 10 of Wands and Ace of Wands. This is a new beginning, okay? Explorer of Cups. So there's that Queen of Cups energy. So this is somebody who is going to allow you the space that you need. So your future spouse is going to respect your need for independence, okay? It could be a rocky relationship, okay? It could be a rocky relationship. It could be somebody who helps you heal, someone who helps you to ground after a really difficult loss or a painful loss. But this is somebody, the 10 of Wands in a spouse reading like this, it's like, this is someone who's not going to give up on you. So I feel like, okay, so who are they? Somebody who's going to have to compete with other options for a while before you accept this connection as a monogamous long-term relationship or commitment. And they are not going to give up on you. No matter how much they go through with you, this person, no matter how much the two of you have challenges or triggers, or how much you push this person away, or how much you hold on to your options, this person is not going to give up on you. Was everyone going to get rickrolled in this video? It's probably because of my recent adventures in watching hilarious rickroll videos, which I now will put in the community feed because of Part 1 and 2. Rickroll videos in the wrong order. Anyways, you'll see. So go look for those if you want to see some pretty hilarious rickroll videos. They are not what you would expect. Yeah, it's after a period of almost like with her in the desert and this oasis, it's like you and this person are going to be like an oasis of calm for each other. There's going to be a lot of passion, a lot of I love yous. It's going to be very emotional and very physical, very passionate. And so I think that's where a lot of this like turmoil is going to come from too. But I do feel like this is somebody who is really, really wanting to nurture you. So there is a sense, regardless of your or your person's gender, this person is coming in as the one who wants to nurture you, wants to help you, to soothe your anger, to help you overcome your frustrations, to fulfill your fantasies. And definitely travel and adventure is going to be significant for this pile. So there's very much like, I almost feel like this person taking you out on adventures, and the two of you go out and on these adventures, but you end up like going off by yourself to the beach and you stay in the tent. And when they, it's like almost like you guys go out on these adventures, but your person ends up like kind of on their own while you're just on your own doing your own thing. And then you come back together at the end of the day and, nurture each other. So there's something about, I'm seeing those like rom-com movies where the two people are perfect for each other, but they can't quite get along. That kind of energy at first. But look at this, 3 aces. So this is something for a lot of you that is new. So I do feel like this may be somebody that you haven't met yet, okay? And there's a lot of like love, self-love, just really, this person is going to really adore you. They're going to have a very soft spot for you. They are going to want to grow this with you. And 6 of Pentacles. This is somebody, they want a long-term life commitment. This person does want a marriage, a traditional type of marriage. Hierophant and 4 of Wands. So we have Taurus energy with the Hierophant. They want a traditional marriage. And this is someone who wants to give equally into this connection. They really want to grow something that the two of you can harvest together. This is going to be a very mutual connection. Once you get past these walls, once you clear whatever this dark past or chaos energies, like she's burning incense, like she's clearing the energy. There's something very sacred. I'm seeing the blue rose twice here. So it's something about warming up to this, right? And then it's going to be a really beautiful celebratory connection. The two of you are going to, yeah, it's almost like they're showing me like this dim sort of blue, this incense, like it's almost like you're cautious, you're hesitant to get into something traditional here. But then once you're at your actual ceremony, it's like the fire is going to ignite and you're going to be so happy and you're going to feel so radiant. And it's like, it's almost like this person has to convince you to give up your options here, pile 2. Yeah, to give up your freedom. 9 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. Yeah, they're going to have to fight you. This person's going to have to like wear you down. But it feels like an adventurous connection. You might fulfill a lot of dreams about travel. This could be someone that you, you were destined to meet, to have children with, if that's a stage of life you're in, okay? Some of you, it's like your mother is on the other side guiding you to this person, trying to help you get to the oasis after a long period, some of you, a long period of not meeting the right person, or just going through a lot of difficulties, chaos, or painful relationships. Okay, so what else? It might be hidden. What else do we need to see here? Or can we see? There it is again, turbulence, tension, arguments, stress. So sticky notes could be significant. You could meet this person at a time when you have a lot of work stress too. So there could be, it's like this person wants to take you away from all the stress, all the chaos. They want to overcome this. So this is a really strong energy of overcoming things too. Like no matter what you face, no matter what challenges you go through, you're going to come out on top. You're going to overcome them. Distracted, sidetracked, change, delays, and healing, releasing, purifying, cleansing. Yeah, this person wants to take you away from all the stress, all the chaos. So for some of you, the two of you are going to immediately have chaos because there's like a wounded warrior energy coming through here. But then you're going to quickly realize that this person actually wants to contribute to your peace. Yeah, this person wants to bring you ecstasy, thrills. I feel like, again, there's this energy of you feeling like you finally made it. Once you get with this person, it's going to be like, wow, we finally made it. We did it. And you're going to guard this connection with your life. And you're both going to want to go out and have fun, have a good time, explore, right? Yeah. But again, there's children involved here, family, fertility, pregnancy. So very specifically for those of you that are at that stage, this is someone that you are going to have a child with. Okay. Withdrawn, single, lonely, solitary. Yes. This energy keeps showing up here. So this is about self-love. I do feel some of you are both, okay, you could be manifesting this person right now too. Because look at these two energies here. Okay. So how will you know this person? The two of you may have been single for a very long time. And again, there's an independence here that the both of you could mirror, some strong independence. You're very strong-willed people. And both of you maybe like to spend a lot of time on your own. You're not people who are super into being around a lot of people. So it could even be out of character for you to be like out there dating and meeting a lot of people. This could even be something where this person's like, why are you doing this? I don't know. Why are you doing this to yourself? This isn't like you, something like that. It's almost like you're going to feel like you're already married when you meet this person. So you may argue as though you're already married because your souls like recognize each other and your person's like, why are you putting yourself through this? I could take care of you. We could take care of each other. We're the same, you know? I can give you the space you need. I know that you want to be on your own, but I'm here to be with you through the darkest of times. Even if you push me away. So I do feel like even if you push this person away, they're just not going to give up on you. Yeah. Obsession. They're going to be infatuated. Yeah, this is going to be like a fantasy in a way. When it comes to the love and the passion, this is going to be really intense. Okay. Yeah. And we're getting like these nature cards coming out in this deck following this card. So it's like you and this person may decide to do some sort of, I'm hearing like a YouTube thing where you guys go out and you travel and you like do like a vlog. That's very specific, but for some of you, that's like going to be the lifestyle that you lead. But there's something about taking each other away and just being completely obsessed and enamored with each other and taking each other away from the chaos. And that could be what needs to happen, because if the two of you are going through a very turbulent time when you meet and you both have a lot of options and you've been alone for a long time, and you both have really stressful jobs, something about this connection could completely transform the both of you to be able to live a better life. And you're going to be inseparable, even though you're both kind of loners here. You're going to be addicted to each other. Nourish, self-growth, self-focus, soul-finding. And you're going to support each other through this. So there's very much an energy here of, this person knows you need the time and the space to grow, to find yourself. And for a lot of you, this message is very strong that this will happen for you when you heal. So there is a period of aloneness for some of you. Only time will tell. Some of you, this isn't going to come in anytime really soon. And part of that is because you are experiencing a lot of doubt, a lot of instability, a lot of wounding that you need to go deep within and do some soul searching around. Okay. But I do think you're going to meet this person during that time, right? And so there is going to be a power struggle within you and in this connection about the timing. Heart fog, mixed signals, blocked emotions, messed up. So chasing, pursuit, toxicity, resilience. Yeah. So there could be some toxicity in this connection. I'm not going to lie, you guys. This looks like a connection where better off, happiness, clear headspace, shallow, hollow, empty boredom, healing. Again, some of you may choose, okay, I don't want to always deliver this message. You may have a child with someone that you don't stay with long-term because you're still going through a lot of turmoil and you choose somebody who you have a lot of chaos with. Now, the cool thing about a reading like this is that you can follow the advice and you can choose a different path, okay? Some of you have an option here to go through something really, really chaotic and emotional and tumultuous and have a baby with somebody that you end up leaving, okay? Others of you are going to meet this person after that period of time. So you may be a single mother or you may be a single father, okay? And this is something that's going to come to an end. You're going to heal from it, but you're going to be in the midst of that. And so this is going to be something that takes time. And this person's going to have to be very patient and very tolerant with you. And the two of you may really have to overcome some things. But because of this intense adoration, this intense infatuation, this deep bond that you have, there's potential here for healing and overcoming all of this, right? After a period of running away. So some of you, this is a runner. Some of you, there's running and chasing. So this could be a divine counterpart here. And you get to this point where you end up together. Yeah, and this person could already be watching you and clinging and spying and suppressing their love. So some of you, this is your runner. That's part of what's going on here. So you could have already been going through all this with them, but you're going to end up marrying this person. So anything else that we need to see? Oh, wait. I almost forgot. How is this going to feel? So once you are with this person, how is this going to feel? Someone may cross their legs a lot because I had my legs crossed and I never cross my legs during readings. And I just realized it just now. So passion. Yeah, there's no shortage of passion here. Passion is the driving force that propels you forward, representing your love and commitment to life. When you feel passion, it means you are moving toward what you truly desire, and your heart is full of endless power. So yes, this is very passionate connection, very magnetic. Anticipation. Anticipation is the desire for the future, filling you with energy and motivation. When anticipation arises, it will guide your direction and inspire you to work toward your goals. Let anticipation fuel your success. Yeah, this is going to trigger for some of you an activation of your Kundalini, basically your life force energy. You're going to go through spiritual awakening, or you already have. So there's a lot of passion, a lot of excitement. There could be a lot of passion and anticipation right now, especially now that we've if those of you made it through the first part, which I think some people are like, I don't want this. You're like, oh my gosh, it's my person. Now you're all excited. You're all passionate. You're like, woohoo. So, we're going to get through it, right? So there's going to be a lot of passion, a lot of excitement. It's going to be very strong. Confusion, yeah. And there will be a share of confusion. Or you will share the confusion. Maybe you're both sharing this messed up confusion right now. Confusion usually comes from too many choices. Right, yeah. I understand. Making it hard to see the way forward. It is a reminder to slow down, think clearly, and choose a direction that you truly desire. Right, so this connection, where is it? Move toward what you truly desire. So this is going to come... Let me just finish reading the card. The energy is moving too fast. Confusion is temporary. So also the chaos that's just trying to move through me right now. This confusion is temporary. When you calm your mind... Invoke serenity, the answer will emerge. Some of you already know that this is your person, but you're fighting it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Love. This is going to be full of love, lots of love. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. When this card appears, it reminds you to accept yourself, love others, and believe that love can heal all. Yeah, some of you, the progression of this is in pile 1, but only if you feel resonant. Blah, blah, blah. I'm getting really tongue-tied now, so I think this is something that I think when it does come in for you, it's going to be a bit shocking. It's going to be, you might even be like, what? I can't even, you're going to be very excited. You're going to be like, I can't even believe this. You're going to be on top of the world, be like, woohoo, we did it. Whether it is self-love or the relationships with others, love is the source of your connection with the universe. So yeah, very divinely led, and self-love is going to be very important in order for this connection to work. Yeah, and there will be some uncertainty. And I think that's true in a lot of relationships, because this card came out in pile 1 as well. Uncertainty is the feeling of not being able to foresee the future, bringing anxiety and unease. When uncertainty appears, it reminds you to embrace what cannot be controlled. Trust your intuition and courageously face the unknown challenges, for the future will gradually become clear. Only time will tell. So this is a really cool reading, you guys. They've both been pretty different, but there are similarities. And one of the things that's similar in all relationships is we all face difficult conflicts, difficult choices, and uncertainty, okay? And that's just normal. So it's not a bad sign. It doesn't mean you're not meant for someone. The Divine Feminine. Yeah, so this could be your Divine Feminine that you come into alignment with, or you could resonate as a Divine Feminine, and you could be coming into union with your Divine Masculine. That is coming through here. And yeah, intimacy. A lot of... this is just so sweet. So I do feel like maybe the two of you really like water, or you're going to take baths together, but there's going to be such a sweetness, like a resonance here. There's going to be a lot of intimacy. It's going to feel very sacred. But I feel like ultimately you and your person, no matter what you go through here, there's just such a deep, passionate bond. And if you're struggling with intimacy because of triggers and conflicts, you will come to terms with those. You will get past the uncertainty and the stress, and you will ultimately end up absolutely obsessed with each other and working through your hardships. So when might you meet this person? Pile 2. Emotions are running high. Yeah, well, supermoon. You could meet them on a supermoon. I think we just had one. So you may have just met this person, or they may have returned to your life recently. But also, yeah, you're going to meet this person when things are kind of chaotic. So that is coming through for most of you. And a time to give rather than take. Virgo. So that came out in pile 1 as well. So this is a time when, yeah, you're going to need to be giving back to yourself and giving back to others. We did just pass through Virgo season. We're in Libra season as I'm filming. So August, September could be significant. Someone could be a Virgo. Someone could have Virgo moon. Yeah, we just had a super moon during Virgo season. So for some of you, there was a reconnect, or you met them, or that's when things are going to come into being. And we have communication is key. So new moon in Gemini. So Gemini season, that is May, June. So yeah, or there could be a Gemini moon, right? And it also can just represent a time when the two of you are able to open up and communicate, when you're willing to give to one another and communicate. Because I do think some of you are in a separation here. There is a running, chasing, ghosting thing going on here, and a lot of independent energy, single energy coming through this pile. So, all right. What is your advice? Remove the limiting labels you're wearing. Yes. And look at how she's like looking over her shoulder. Maybe you identify with being super independent, or you identify very strongly with being a particular person's divine feminine. We have green eyes, I think, in all of these. So green eyes could be important. They're telling me to mention Eve there as well. So someone's name could be Eve. So she's got this mask, and it has all these like negative things on it. So this is about really seeing yourself as attractive, beautiful. Yeah, I'm not going to read all this stuff, but like maybe you're telling yourself a lot of negative things. Like you're wearing, I'm hearing like you're wearing an ugly mask. So this is about removing that mask and like really seeing yourself as beautiful, as radiant, as gorgeous as others see you. Okay. And don't be attached. Sometimes we can be attached to something like a spiritual journey. It keeps us from opening up to other options. So here's the, I don't know if dichotomy is the right word, but one of the things about a soul level journey with someone is that when you let go of like, I have to be with this one person because they're my twin flame, or this or that, and this is, you know, we're meant to be, and you actually let go and you let things end and you open up to options, that is actually when the two of you can heal and come into union, is when you actually let them go, and you let go of the labels, and you let go of the attachment, and you let go of the drama and the trauma, and you just allow yourself to heal. So it's coming through, and look for the signs and synchronicities. So here we have 1111, divine counterparts, 2 monarch butterflies. Someone could drive a Volkswagen Beetle. Yeah, dragonflies, feathers, rainbows coming through. A lot of nods to pile 1. But oh my goodness, you guys, you are being divinely led. This is going to be intense, but it's really, really beautiful. And I think that's it for this part of the reading. I'm having trouble. I'm feeling a little bit like exhausted through this reading. I'm feeling like, wow, you know, this was a lot. It's a lot to go through. There were a lot of lessons, a lot of tests. So anything your person might say to you, and then we'll get some extra confirmations at the end. Sometimes I struggle to express my feelings for you. We both still need more time to heal and grow from it, or from something. I don't know why it says from it, but maybe there's something specific. That card always cracks me up because I'm like, from what? You are my light in the darkest times. Oh, sorry. Okay, this is my teenager waking up and making gross noises. Hang on. We'll just turn a fan on. Someone could have sinus issues. We have, I feel tired of hiding my true feelings from you. So this could be, yeah, someone who does not know how to express their feelings or locked them away, ran away from them. And I still feel so attracted to you. So this is a connection that will always be intense, intimate, like no matter what you go through, there's always going to be a lot of attraction, a lot of desire. And only you can see through me. So there is like a mirroring, like a seeing into each other's soul going on. Also pink hair could be important, or blue hair, purple hair. Someone could do colors in their hair. Yeah, and remember to be grateful. Remember to be grateful. That's gonna help you to heal these negative self-limiting labels that you might be putting on yourself. Yeah, a lot of negativity that needs to clear. So let's get confirmations here. So today we will have charms, we will have numbers, letters, signs, and we are also going to have these attributes. So ways that you can recognize who this person is, where they may be from, or where you may meet them. And so let's get into it. Active, younger, so someone could be younger than the other one, or you met when you were younger. We have liberal, we have honest, and this doesn't have to be political, but it can. I just follow my intuition. So when I, create this kind of stuff, outdoorsy, yeah, there's definitely an outdoorsy vibe for this pile. Outgoing, masculine, so yeah, divine masculine, divine feminine, dynamic. I'm hearing to get one more. And unique features. Okay, and shy. So someone here might be a little more shy than the other one. Someone might be more outgoing. So kind of contrasting personalities. And then I'll do these next, actually. So some physical features that they may have. So yeah, blue eyes. Yeah, someone may have light colored eyes. Blue or green. Slender. I'm also hearing someone could be into yoga. We have piercings. They could be anywhere. And hazel eyes. Okay. And locations. This one wants to come out. So China. So these could be ethnicities, places where you met, where you traveled. Could, be a synchronicity. Europe, Japan, and the Middle East. And let's see, we'll start with some charms. Okay, so we have the Eiffel Tower. So Paris, France could be important, okay? Also, I was playing Monopoly on my phone and with the Eiffel Tower the other day. So there could be, things like that can be synchronicities too. Just like it's something that relates to something that you see or something that you're doing. We have a trumpet here. So someone could play a horn instrument. Also, I'm getting like Gabriel's trumpet. So there's sort of a revelation, divine timing going on here. Look at this. Look at this like barbed wire knot, twisted knot through this heart that says love. So this could have been there could have been a lot of conflict, difficulty, but the two of you are just like, you're absolutely like tethered together. So there is like a cord, and there has maybe been some pain. It's not going to be like the easiest relationship, but there is a lot of love. Somebody here has the key to the other one's heart. We have a couple of, look at all these butterflies. So major transformation energy. This is a moth here, so like moth to the flame. So a lot of attraction, a lot of passion. You may feel like you're going to get burned, but you guys are very much transforming one another. The two butterflies in here. So this is something, butterflies could be significant in some way, but this is something that is massively transformative. there's something in the works is what I'm hearing with this gear. And it's almost like the two of you need each other in order to grow. So it's like there's just like one more piece that needs to be put into place for this to work, something like that. Someone could also work in mechanics, some sort of mechanics. And then this reminds me of the flower of life. So a very spiritual connection, sacred geometry. Someone could be into, sacred geometry. I'm also seeing that, what is that game where you put the pencil in and you draw the little shapes? I can't remember what that's called. I think they still have it, but it was really popular when I was a kid. But yeah, someone could really just like flowers a lot. And these wings, this is a very divinely led connection. I do feel like angels are watching over you. I'm feeling like some of you have like a loved one that's like a guardian angel who's coming through this reading. That's been happening a lot lately with my readings. So this is very powerful, very intense. Okay, so we have numbers and some signs. So these could be like dates, birthdays, ages. We have 1, 0, 7, 5, and 3. So you can combine those to make dates that are significant. It have to do with when you meet this person, when someone's born, that kind of thing. Okay, I need to make sure that I get squares here. Let me get a few more. Okay, so we have Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Sagittarius, and Virgo. So these could be potential signs of your person. And then for some angel numbers, we have 999, so you could be seeing that a lot, and 222. And then we have the sacral chakra. Yeah, this is very passionate, very intense connection. I'm also seeing 1111 jumping out at me, and I have to give a nod to that since that was in the advice cards as well. So divine counterpart energy. And let's get some letters. Look at the question mark. Oh, and a K. Look at that. Are you K? Are you K? Maybe this person's like, are you okay? They want to know if you're okay. Also, somebody's name could start with a K. So let's get a few more of these. So these could be you or your person's initials. You could spell someone's name. We have Q-I-B. I'm hearing Quib. Yeah, Q-U-I-B. Is that a thing? Quibbly? What? I don't know what that is. Okay, moving on. We have Quigley. Something about quiet, Quigley, Q-U-I words. Okay, so G-P-I-H-M-V-O-E. Yeah, you may need to move in order to be with this person, or things might not be moving right now, or you guys are going to be on the move a lot once you're together. We have 2 Y's. We have another G. We have another I, so 3 I's here. Maybe somebody stutters. I'm hearing stuttering. And then we have an R. Yeah, a mover and a shaker. Okay, so some of you, this is someone who helped you move, a mover. Oh, and this is a big deal. It's a big deal. Okay. All right, that's enough. There you go. Thank you for watching. If you didn't feel like this resonated with you, you can choose another pile. I don't have another video like this yet, but I may by the time you watch it, so you could choose that if it happens to exist. I do personals. My email's in the description box. I appreciate you spending your time with me today. I hope to see you again. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome, pile 3, if you chose this Obsidian. And the Past Life, Vida Pasada card with this Pharaoh's headdress on it, and the Galactic Star Tarot. This is going to be your reading on your future spouse. So we're going to get into how you might recognize them, what the relationship might look like, how it might feel, anything you need to know, anything that's not really obvious in the beginning, like maybe things that are hidden from you. And we'll look into when you might meet them and get confirmations at the end. So some attributes, locations, I couldn't think of that word, like letters, numbers, that kind of thing like we normally do in a reading, but this will be to help you to determine who this person might be. And yeah, advice. I don't know if I mentioned that. So let's get into your reading. I feel confused. I'm feeling like I don't know which way to go. So that could be something that you're feeling. This could be someone that you feel you have a past life connection. Egypt could be important in some way. Someone could be Egyptian or be in Egypt. This is definitely something that feels deja vu is on here. So this could feel like deja vu when you meet this person. Something very deep soul recognition between the two of you. Okay, so let's get into this overall. Well, it's not really the overall energy. I'm doing a different type of reading than I usually do. So normally this would be the overall energy, but it kind of does end up being overall energy. My intention was that it would be how you would recognize this person, but the whole reading's kind of been mixed together, how you recognize them, what things are going to be like. So we'll do our best to hone in and focus the energy. So trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. So this could be a connection that comes along when you are trusting in your process, when you have accepted where you are in life, in your situation. This could be someone that you right now already feel like either you're manifesting them or there's something here that you maybe are already seeing this person, or it could be someone from the past, and this is coming through and saying like once you accept that, the situation will transform. So transformation has been a big theme in all three of the piles today. So there's something about this connection that comes in when you are in a period of major transformation and having to trust. Okay, we have radiate love. Radiating love helps foster a ripple effect of healing and growth that extends to those around you. So this person is going to be like, I'm hearing like a very loving person. This is someone that is going to really just radiate and emanate love. They're going to be a very healing person, someone who could even be a healer by profession. It feels like someone who has like a contagious, sort of infectious, sort of loving nature. They just kind of grow on you. And their energy, it very much affects the people around them. We have, you really know how to make me laugh, laughter. So you and this person are going to have, yeah, there's something about your sense of humor, their sense of humor. This is someone who's very radiant. They're very vibrant. Their energy just transforms you and it transforms others. So there's something about a friendship here with this gold rose. There's something about having a really good friendship and really getting along with each other, similar sense of humor. We have exhaustion, depleted, drained, long journey. So there could be a distance between the two of you. You could, go out for drives and watch sunsets. That could be a signifier. This could be someone you've already gone for like sunset drives with in the past. Again, this reading can be someone you're already dating, or it could be someone from the past. This is who is your future spouse, but it doesn't mean it's someone you haven't met necessarily, not for everyone. But there could be a sense of it being a very long road to be with this person. This is also, there could be something about road trips here, being able to really make each other laugh, like going on these long road trips, but like keeping each other's spirits up. So, or you could meet this person at a time in your life where you've had to really trust and you've been pretty exhausted, pretty worn out from previous relationships or life experiences. We have repairman, repair, restore, restart, renovate. So yes, for some of you, this could be a restart. Your person could even be a mechanic or a repairman. They don't have to be. This could also, sometimes we have things that represent you in these readings and it just all kind of mixes together. So you have to use your intuition. We are aiming for like what your person is like, but I just have to bring through whatever comes through. So this does feel like someone who wants to repair things. They're going to have good like skills around working with their hands, creative projects. This is someone who's not afraid to get their hands dirty, someone who is not afraid to restart. So you could actually have like your car break down. Some of you are going to meet this person when your car breaks down. That's really interesting. After a long journey, and they're going to be like the mechanic at the shop that you end up at. That's wild. Very specific, but you know, I say what I got to say. But I do feel like this is someone who maybe you have had to make reparations with this person in the past. You've had a few restarts, okay? So there could be like a long road that you've already experienced with this person. Death. Yeah, this is past life. So reincarnation energy coming through strong here. This relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform. What's dead is dead. So this could be a connection where this is very interesting because this is very definitive. But then this is like saying like repair, restore, renovate, and this connection transforming when you accept it. So maybe this is a situation where you've had to accept a lot of losses, a lot of ends. You've gone on a long journey looking for love, and when you finally just accept, and some of you, it's like when you finally let go, you and your person let go of a previous relationship. That's when you can have this restart, when you're like maybe even renovating your life, renovating, you know, even like changing how you look, like just becoming a new person and really being like almost reborn, whether it's past life or it's just you being reborn from something that you finally just let go of, right? Let's see what else. Seasons. So look at these cherry blossoms. I love cherry blossoms. They've just spammed my whole channel. So I'm hearing like through sickness and in health, like those vows. So this could be something where the two of you marry until the death, right? Or some of you are in separation from this person, and this is a connection where you think that it's over, but you end up taking some time to be separated and you actually stay together. So that's going to be for those of you that are watching this who are in a separation. And there could even be a feeling that this connection, if this is your future spouse, right, there could be a period of time where the two of you think it's going to end, it's not going to work, this is going to be over, and it actually heals and changes because you take some space. Maybe you go on a road trip or something like this, where you actually learn how to get over things that feel impossible. But there's something here about being with each other through all the seasons, and something about celebrating different seasons, and yeah, and maybe even living in the same place for many, many years together. That's coming through as well. And then we have pets. So you may have a pet with this person. Yeah, getting a new pet, giving a current pet more love. So pets could be involved in this connection. And Venus offer. So we have Libra and Taurus energy with Venus. Romance, love, beauty, creative arts, wealth, harmony, attraction, and offer. So this is going to be a connection where maybe you have you may have a lot of really beautiful things together. Someone in this connection, your person may be very wealthy or very creative, have a love of beauty. There's going to be a lot of romance here. This is going to be someone who's romantic. Yeah, even though there's some energy here of like being exhausted and things dying off, this could very much be about past life, like reincarnation for a lot of you, because I do feel like this is somebody that's going to be really radiant. They're gonna make you laugh. It's gonna feel like something in your heart is being repaired, right? They're really truly gonna offer you love and stay with you through all seasons, and you're gonna have pets together, and you're gonna be together for the rest of your lives. So let's get into the tarot for more about how your future spouse will appear, what it will be like. We'll get into how it's going to feel and anything hidden from you at this time, or that might not be apparent, obviously, kind of the undercurrents. So Spirit, tell me all about Pile 3's future spouse, please. Pile 3's future spouse, please, Spirit. Tell me all about Pile 3's future spouse, please. Four of Swords. So I do feel like this is somebody, oh my gosh, this is giving me like cryogenically frozen. So definitely like strong past life connection. And also maybe something that has been frozen that needs to be warmed up. Yeah, something that may be going through a winter season. So some of you also could be widows, or they could be a widow or widower, okay? So there's going to be a period of healing. This is going to be a very healing connection, but I do feel like this person isn't necessarily in your life right now, okay? Yeah, this is going to be a connection that, yeah, I'm feeling like something about bringing you back to life after a period of quiet, calm, spending a lot of time alone on your own. Page of Swords. Yeah, I do feel this is coming in as something where this is kind of saying this is someone who's maybe watching you right now, or they're at a distance, or they're learning more about you. Someone who could be from a different culture than you, a different country. There could be a distance here. So it feels to me like you either haven't met this person in this lifetime, or this is going to show up after a period of time when things are very quiet in your life. You've done a lot of healing, and this is someone who's going to kind of observe you from a distance. We have the Two of Cups. So there are going to be mutual feelings here. Yeah, there's something about you being very different, and also having a lot of pets, birds, dogs. Yeah. So I'm feeling like, yeah, you're going to have pets, those Adirondack chairs. I feel like you're going to sit out in the yard. Maybe you guys are going to have a UFO sighting together too. That'd be kind of cool. But there's something here about mutual feelings, really enjoying each other's company, relaxing together. She has like rainbow hair. They look like twins too, so twin flame energy coming through here a little bit, or even same-sex relationship for some of you. But it's going to feel like familiar. The two of you are going to feel really aligned. You're going to have a really nice time with each other. There's a lot of ease in expressing emotion. Yeah, it's just really going to click. The two of you are going to click. We have Queen of Wands. So more of that, like Egyptian, we've got pyramids here. So the Ankh, yeah. For a lot of you, this is very much someone that I'm hearing like you've been waiting for each other throughout lifetimes. And that's a lot of what this long journey is. And look at these sunsets, something about purple and pink sunsets. And sunflowers. Siamese cats could be important. Bats could be important. Panthers. Big cat energy here, so Leo energy coming through. This is a very magnetic, very powerful connection. Yeah, I do feel like the two of you, I mean, this isn't going to be everybody, but some of you were like powerful in this particular era, like, you know, during times, Egyptian times. There's something about royalty coming through here, like memories of this time period, or a feeling of royalty, this connection feeling very royal. Both of you being very empowered, very attracted to each other, very creative people, very beautiful, very handsome. Yeah, you're going to find each other incredibly attractive, and you're going to recognize each other. 8 of Discs. Let me get one more card out. Yeah, she has language light codes here, so someone could be into light codes, light language. 4 of Discs, which this gives me like a 4 of Wands energy and Ace of Discs. So this is a connection where the two of you are going to have a very strong foundation. I feel like they're in a drum circle here. So I feel like you're going to spend a lot of time maybe working together and celebrating together. So you could have like very similar interests. You could even work in similar fields. You're both very creative, very artistic people. This person could work with you already. You could work together. Or this is just the feeling of like, we're really going to focus on this connection. You're going to focus on each other. You're going to work together. There's something about getting along with each other's friends, really being a part of the same community. Yeah, just something very grounding. It's like there's something here, it's very meaningful. And yeah, the High Priestess. Look at this. It's a very intuitive connection. Virgo and Cancer energy. And then she's holding that pomegranate there. Very sensual, very passionate, very intuitive connection. And the sun. Yeah, wow. Sunflowers are definitely coming through here. But this is a divine blessing. This is something that it comes into your life. This person comes into your life when you're ready, when you've done enough healing that the two of you are ready to align, and you're really going to recognize each other. It's very kindred spirits. It's very much like I manifested you. There's a lot of attraction, a lot of passion. The two of you are going to like exalt each other kind of, but there's something very grounded and down to earth as well. Like there's something very elegant, very magnificent about this person, but they're also very grounded, very down to earth, very creative. The Sun and the Three of Swords and the Ten of Cups. Yeah, it's like, this is like a reunion. It's something very intense. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy that I found you. Like, I'm so grateful that I found you. Yeah, the Hierophant and the Eight of Swords. It's like, this is going to be one of the most happy, beautiful relationships of your life. Like when you were really about to give up, for a lot of you, you were about to give up on love. Your heart had been shattered. You didn't think you were ever going to find happiness again. And you find this person. And it just feels like a gift from the divine. Like all of your hard work, everything that you've gone through, all the healing that you've done and everything you've put out there into the universe is finally coming in. And this is going to be very spiritual. The High Priestess and the Hierophant are divine counterparts of the highest spiritual nature. So very, very spiritual and two very unique people, very distinctly unique. But at the same time, like you just vibe, you click, you mirror each other. So I'm hearing like dynamic duo. It's a very dynamic connection. All right, so what else can we see here? This card really wants to come out. This was in this place in pile 2 as well. So, but this is it's a different energy to some degree here. This is going to come in. This person is going to be someone that helps you calm your stress. So this isn't going to be a connection. So it is very different from pile 2. This isn't going to be a connection with a lot of turbulence. And if it did have turbulence in the past at all, if you're feeling like this is a restart from a connection that was like, it's going to be like a past life energy more than like I went through all this with this person in this life, but take it how it resonates for you. But there's something about like work stress and overwhelm and a lot of demands on you, right? And this person is going to feel like a sanctuary to you. Some of you are like, there's something about working with this person. Maybe they're your boss or something like that as well for some of you. But there's just this feeling of like, this is somebody that is going to be good at communication. Okay, they're not going to be somebody that you're going to have a lot of fights, a lot of conflict with. So this is coming in after that period of your life is over, that you're not attracting that in. And also if you do have a really stressful job, the relationship is going to feel like a healing, like a sanctuary from that. We have peace, yes, balance, harmony, friendship. This is going to be a very peaceful connection. It may be built on friendship at first. It's going to be very stable. You're going to be able to rely on this person. You're going to learn and grow together. There's something about really honest communication, like really thinking before you speak here. Knowing how to get through difficulties with laughter. Yeah. What else? Fantasy, daydreaming, imagining, fantasize. Yeah, the two of you are going to build your dreams together. I feel like this is giving me like sitting in your backyard, having some sort of, drinks, relaxing, talking about all your dreams, the things you want to create, and like working on these creative projects, supporting each other's creativity. It does feel kind of like a dream come true. Like this is someone that you knew, you may have had dreams about this person or visions about this person, and it's like those visions are coming true, and there's going to be this feeling of like, wow, you know, we're capable of so much now that we found each other. There's so much here that we can grow. There's so much here that can be like nurtured in this connection, our fantasies and our dreams. Nourish, yeah. Self-growth, self-focused, and soul-finding. So the two of you are going to really support each other's individual growth. There's very much a feeling of watering each other's dreams, of pouring into each other's cups, of supporting each other. This is going to be a connection where you really like, it's almost like the two of you have this worshiping type of energy for the other one, but you don't ever put yourself below the other one. It's not like you put the other one on a pedestal. You're both on a pedestal here. You're both like willing to be vulnerable with the other one and like put them above you in some ways, but not in an unhealthy way, if that makes sense. You're both very good at taking care of yourselves. This isn't an enmeshed kind of codependent connection, even though the two of you click so well and you may even work together, and there's a lot of like common ground, but there's a lot of like respect for your independence and your own projects and your own creativity. And one of you might be a little bit more flashy, a little bit more out in the open, a little bit more in the public eye, and the other one of you might be a little more intuitive, a little more quiet. I'm getting like quiet psychic versus like stage show stopper, like in the limelight kind of energy here. Okay. We have heart fog, mixed signals, blocked emotions, messed up. So look at this beautiful heart written on the fog of the window. So I feel like the two of you are going to help each other out of the fog. I feel like this is giving me almost like, this is making me think of crystal ball, and almost like you felt kind of unclear, foggy, exhausted, like maybe something that about your manifestations wasn't going to come true, and it's like you're coming out of the fog. It's like this is somebody that you've seen kind of in your imagination. I keep getting that, but I do feel like when things get difficult, if things become stressful, it's like when you're feeling messed up, when you're feeling blocked, you and your person are going to go into your own energy. So this could be somebody who kind of focuses on their work in order to clear their mind, because they don't want to bring the stress and the conflict to you. So let's see what else. Second chance, reconciliation, making amends, opportunity, and beginnings. Try again, new direction, start over. I do feel like, yeah, even if things get difficult, that you guys are going to be willing to risk your emotions to tell the truth. I do feel like you might also be taking like creative risks with each other. Like maybe when you feel like your dreams aren't going to, maybe you have these dreams and these ideas and you feel like, no, my project or my creative gifts, I'm just messed up. I don't really feel like I'm inspired, and you're going to inspire each other. You're going to encourage each other to take opportunities, to take risks, to build foundations from a place of like, because love is a risk. If you just hold on to your security with I don't know how to say this exactly, but if you cling to your security and you don't ever risk your heart, or you don't ever take a chance on love, you won't find love. You won't be able to build a foundation. So there's something about learning how to open up. Like this person's going to help you open up. And I think the two of you are going to help each other open up. So whoever's the more dynamic, like showy person, they may still be somewhat introverted in their individual lives. And there's something about the two of you encouraging each other, balancing each other out, bringing out different characteristics and qualities in one another, opening your hearts and seeing the value in taking a chance on making new friends and being creative and really just, yeah, something about playing games too, like rolling dice and they're playing drums, and something about like having fun playing games, getting out there and taking opportunities, not letting yourself isolate. You're not going to let the other one like hide away from life. It's like you're going to help each other come out of your shell in the different ways that you have a tendency to avoid whatever it is, And I do feel like for some of you, this is something that it's really, whenever you think like, oh no, it's over, we can't do this, it's too hard, we've been through too much, because relationships can be like that. You guys are always going to work on it. You're always going to start over. You're always going to give each other another chance. You're always going to reconcile, even if you need to go spend some time alone or spend some time with friends. One of you might like to like go be alone after conflict, and the other one like goes out and spends time with friends, and then you kind of get your grounding, you get clear, and then you communicate and you work through things. So interesting. Memories, reminiscing, pretending, and longing. Karma. Yeah, this does feel like there's something about this that is so familiar, that this is, yeah, you guys have been through, you've been together before. And for those of you that believe in past lives, 100%, you've been together in another lifetime, and you agreed to come back together in this life and work things out. And I do feel like both of you are going to recognize that. Although one of you might see it more clearly at first than the other. There's going to be a soul recognition here. Okay, so how's it going to feel? How's this relationship with Pile 3's future spouse going to feel? Thinking about their feelings. Yeah, contentment. So healthy detachment too is what I'm feeling. And some of you may be learning healthy detachment right now. And I do feel like this is something that maybe this person and you are going to learn, like how to be content being on your own while also being in a connection, so it doesn't become enmeshed. But we have contentment is the peaceful. Yeah, look at these. I love how the colors blend. I'm obsessed with matching colors. I always have been, but it's really been coming out in my readings lately. Contentment is the peaceful acceptance of your present situation. It's about finding joy in what you already have and being at peace with yourself. This card reminds you to appreciate the moment, embrace the calm within. Something very beautiful about just loving each other, having a balanced, peaceful friendship. Yeah, neither of you are going to feel the need to go outside of the relationship and look for someone else. So there's going to be a lot of trust. You're going to trust each other with your friends. You're going to trust each other being on your own. There's a lot of trust here. Yeah, absolutely. Detachment. Detachment is the liberation from emotional or material dependence, allowing you to maintain independence. Yeah, you're both going to be, I think, financially doing your own thing. So you're not going to rely on the other one financially. Allowing you to maintain independence and balance. Detachment is not about giving up, but releasing what no longer serves you, enabling you to view the world with clarity. So that is actually really beautiful. Healthy detachment, healthy contentment, not needing to have a lot of chaos or stress or attachments, you know. Anticipation. Anticipation is the desire for the future, filling you with energy and motivation. When anticipation arises, it will guide your direction and inspire you to work toward your goals. Yes, you guys are going to be really excited about each other's goals, the work that you're going to do. Let anticipation fuel your success. There's going to be a lot of excitement and anticipation when you meet each other. Maybe at first you might be a little calm, cool, and detached too about each other. There's almost going to be like this sussing each other out a little bit. Kind of like, is this my person? And then you're just going to click. And then it's going to be really exciting. But like in this calm way, like not in this unhealthy, chaotic, exciting way, but in like, you know, anticipation, inspiration, like, yes, this is going to be great, but not like, oh my God, this person, I depend on them for my life to be okay. And skepticism. Yeah, there will be a little skepticism at first, but even healthy skepticism. Like you guys are going to be able to debate topics. You're not just going to like cave into each other's beliefs or need to like fight or argue about your differences. Skepticism. Skepticism involves questioning and critically examining everything, urging you to see things clearly, not just accept them blindly. Skepticism drives you to think deeply, helping you make wise decisions. I feel like the two of you are really good sounding boards for each other, helping each other make wiser decisions, working toward your goals. You make a really good team. And exhaustion. Interesting. Exhaustion is a state of physical and mental fatigue, signaling that you need rest and recovery. Overworking drains your energy, so listen to your body's needs and give yourself space to rejuvenate. You will regain your vitality. Multiple messages with the exhaustion. Some of you could overwork, or whatever the work you do, you love it, but it's exhausting, right? And, you know, it's not necessarily a bad thing to devote yourself to your creative work or to, you know, something that you love. It's okay to be exhausted. That's not like, oh, this is a bad thing. It just means that, like, in this connection, the two of you are going to help each other heal and ground and nurture each other through some pretty exhausting times. And I do feel like part of it is your drive. Both of you are driven in the fields that you work or in the creative endeavors that you have. So there's going to be space to rejuvenate and regain your vitality when you're together. And also there's that respect of individual energy, like the need to go and be on my own when I'm tired. Okay, no problem. I love you. Go do what you need to do. I'm here for you kind of energy coming through. Okay, so anything else that we need to know about this connection? Then we'll ask about when you might meet this person or when this connection might become more serious. And then we'll get a little advice and some messages, and we'll go into the confirmations. Compatibility, yes. You're very compatible with each other. This is going to be a very compatible connection. But again, they're like, hey, what's up? Like, you're very independent. Very independent. And, you know, one of you might be more masculine, one of you might be more feminine energetically, regardless of gender. But there's like space in between you. But there's so much like, hey, how's it going? I'm totally into what you're doing. I love you. Okay, I'm going to go off in my direction and do my thing. I'll see you soon. And creativity. Yes, you are, I believe, going to create things together. You may garden as well. But this is something about like the beauty that you can create together. Things are going to grow and be nurtured. So yeah, some of you will have like an actual physical garden as well. But this is a beautiful connection. Yeah, you're going to encourage each other's creativity. You're probably going to live together. It's just really beautiful. Okay. And I mean, and not everybody lives together. I mean, maybe you even will have your own, like somebody will have like their own little retreat space that they live in where when they need to go off on their own, and then, you know, you have your main house that you live together. Something like that is coming through too because of this independence. But there's something about both of your creativity opening doors for you and like improving your lives, bringing new beginnings. So maybe on your own, it was very exhausting to be who you were. And then together, you guys are going to like really expand and have more opportunities because you're going to be like a respite for the other one. So when might you meet this person, or when might things deepen? Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. So Gemini season, so May, June, could be when you meet them. It could be somebody, could be a Gemini, that could be a signifier. Again, twins energy here. Something about also when you start opening up and communicating, if you've been kind of in an isolation period, maybe some of you have never even spoken to this person yet. So you're going to have to communicate with them for this to happen. And maybe they've, you know, maybe you have your eye on this person and you need to communicate with them. That's coming through too. Because this Page of Swords and this Four of Swords is like somebody's not talking. Somebody's got their eye on the other one, but isn't talking. So, and a personal issue reaches resolution. So Cancer season. So that is, yeah, actually, that's interesting because my son was going to be a Cancer, but then he ended up being a Gemini. Sorry, side note. So, so between May, June, July, and August, yeah, that's what's kind of coming through here. So May, June, July. I don't know why I said August, but probably for a reason. There's Leo energy coming through here with Queen of Wands. So this, you or your person could be a Cancer, Gemini. There could be Gemini or Cancer placements. It could be a new moon in Gemini or a full moon in Cancer when you meet this person, or those seasons. But it's going to be when something in your life reaches a resolution, something in regard to something needing to end, and possibly a relationship, okay? Or somebody becomes a widower or a widow, or loses somebody significant in their lives. And there is something important about communication that has to happen. And then look at the bigger picture. So somebody could be a Sagittarius here, but also we are coming up on Sagittarius season at the end of this year. So it'll be November, December. Right now we're in Libra season. So for some of you, you could meet this person this winter coming up. We're in Sagittarius season, or if you already know this person, things could move forward. There could be some communication at any of these particular times. Yeah, and don't let your past hold you back. And let's get some advice. So for pile 3, please, what is their advice? These readings have been fun. I like this. Whether it gets good views or not, I don't care. I'm doing this one again. This is super fun. You are perfectly beautiful. You are beautiful. No matter what your shape, size, color, no matter what your fashion sense, whether you have blue hair or orange hair, yellow hair, black hair. Yeah, you're beautiful. Your advice is to celebrate your diversity. Celebrate your diversity, absolutely. And know that you are beautiful, okay? And awaken your authentic self and be true to you. Some of you, this is about coming out of the closet in some regard, whatever that may be. It doesn't have to be about orientation. It could just be about like being who you really are in the world. Just really like rocking your identity. Who are you? Be yourself and love yourself just the way you are. And maybe you need to create some sacred space and get in touch with your intuition, get yourself some house plants, do a little tarot readings for yourself, develop your spiritual gifts. But there is something about allowing the space for this person to come in, right? But yeah, just be you. You don't have to change yourself. This person's going to love you exactly the way you are. They're going to see the beauty in you because the two of you were meant to love one another and you've been looking for each other. I'm hearing to split this off. Look at this. Align your intentions with your actions. Yes. And show off your sparkle and shine from the inside. Yes. Yes. You are a beautiful, radiant person, and this person is going to see that in you, and you're going to reflect that in each other, and you're going to recognize each other when you look into each other's eyes. So this is so beautiful. Okay, love messages. So we'll just get a few of these. I struggle to show you how much I truly care. So one of you may be more expressive than the other. And maybe this is someone who's having a really hard time opening up. I do feel like this energy of this person is already kind of in your periphery for a lot of you, but they're afraid to open up. They're not feeling ready, or maybe there's something about your energy that needs to align. Really embracing who you are, loving yourself for them to really see you. I crave to be close by your side. I would like to give this another chance. Yeah, and then this could be, for a few of you, this is somebody where you were like, no second chances, right? Because this is coming out right over this. Or just another chance at love after, you know, a painful ending or loss here for this person. I want to reach out to you. Yeah, I do feel like most of you, this person, you are not communicating, or you haven't met. There's something about somebody needs to like get going. And I'm hearing to get a couple more. Every pile had a different number of messages cards. We are forever soul and heart connected. Yes. And your presence in my life gives me peace. I wish I could hold you in my arms and tell you how much you mean to me. This is beautiful, you guys. I love it. Okay, what's under here? It wants to peek out. I'm showing you your wounds and things you need to work on. You will be, look at this blue energy coming through here. So there's something about learning how to communicate. The two of you, though, are going to get through it. Whatever your communication issues are, whatever uncertainty. Now, this is a beautiful, like, almost like it's going to feel like a miracle. Okay. So, extra confirmations now. So, physical attributes, characteristics. We'll do some charms, letters, numbers, signs to find out more about who this person is. And sometimes these can resonate with you as well. So, take them how they fit your situation. If you recognize yourself, it could be, you know, this person does feel like a mirror in a lot of ways. So plain, yes, somebody here is very showy and somebody's very plain. So if you identify as the one who's a little bit flashy, your person might be a little more plain. Flirtatious. I'm plain flirtatious. That too. We have introvert and sporty. outgoing, contemplative, conservative. That could be in any way, not just necessarily political, and cheerful. Okay. We have medium length hair. Someone could have really wavy hair. Tattooed, curly hair. Yeah, I was feeling the curly waves. We'll get one more since we have the hair thing kind of coming out multiple times. Green eyes. Oh, I'm hearing that Coldplay song. And we have wavy hair. So the wavy, medium length, curly wavy hair is very significant here. And then someone has a mustache. A mustache. I don't know why I'm saying it funny. Maybe somebody talks in baby voices. You're going to bring out each other's little soft side. Okay, we have Australia coming through here. Whoa. We have the UK and Mexico. So these could be ethnicities, locations where you meet, where you've met this person, places that you've traveled. There could be some sort of synchronicity. And then we have Russia. Okay. And let's start with some charms. Okay, so we have the wedding band here. So absolutely, this is going to be a wedding. So most of you are going to get actual married. We also have this earth heart. So yeah, there is, for some of you, it's a distance. And also there's something about like a really like universally loved, maybe the whole world. Some of you are meant to be famous or already are famous. Like the whole world knows who you are. Something like that. But also, yeah, this could be that you're from different places in the world. We have a cross here with the Pope. So someone could be Catholic or religious or have a tattoo like this. I'm also hearing like Irish Catholic for some of you, or Christian. Doesn't have to be. These are extra confirmations, so all of this doesn't have to fit. Yeah, love. This is interesting because this reminds me of bullets. So I do feel like maybe you felt like really beat up by love, and this person's going to come in and like heal your heart. There's going to be a lot of healing here. Yeah, this is somebody that's going to have the key to your heart, and definitely moving in together. Someone could, I'm hearing like someone could make these kind of keys. This is really interesting. We have a bear here. So, oh, this makes me think of Los Osos because there's a bear statue there where I'm from. So your person could be from California. Also, it's like the state on the state flag. But I do feel like this is going to be after a period of hibernation. Also, the two of you might like to hide away from the world together. Someone could live where there are a lot of bears. Like I'm hearing like mountains. Yeah, and something about this being a very nurturing connection. Bears are also really playful. I'm seeing like, you know, those videos where like bears climb in people's hot tubs in the backyard, stuff like that. I don't know, it's just really cute. And then peace, yeah, something about world peace here. It's like maybe the two of you are meant to come together to bring peace into the world, to help the world heal. Someone here could be a healer. Someone could really like peace signs or be a little bit, had like, you know, their hippie days, something like that. Someone could be a little more traditional and the other person could be a little bit more like wild and free. Someone could be more religious and the other one could be a little bit more spiritual. So let's get some numbers. So these could be dates or ages. Important information here with the numbers could come through. So these could be dates that you meet or important things happen. 876 876-5309. That's very low though. 876-5309. That's a song. Look at 9 and a 3. Sorry, that's a song from the 80s. So something about somebody's phone number. Maybe somebody needs the other one's phone number, or someone gave someone their phone number or couldn't give them their phone number. And we have 13. That is making me think of Taylor Swift. And we have, yeah, so 876, 13, and 9. I'm also seeing that 11 there. I'm seeing 111 around the 13. Okay, so, whoa, we have Cancer jumping out of the box. Let me just mix these around. I need to make sure to get a few signs here. So we have Leo, Aries, Scorpio, and Aquarius as well. Okay, so these could be your person's sign or your sign. And then some angel numbers. We have a 0 and a 6, so 60. We have 88 and 555. Okay, yeah, 1988 could be an important year, I'm hearing. 86, 87, 88, 89, something about that. Oh, 1989. Okay. And I dropped a letter, and it's probably important if it wanted to jump out like that. So you, also my hair, dang it. Hang on. Okay, so you, D, F, Y, I, X, N, another D, so double letters or initials could be important. O, A, someone's name could be Noah, I'm hearing. V, we have an M, we have another D, triple D, oh my goodness. Triple D's. And another I, so there's 2 A's, 2 I's, and a J. Okay, so those are the letters. I'm hearing to just get a couple more. Okay, we have another J, we have a K, a Y, and another D. A lot of D's. I don't know what these D's are about. I'm hearing like do-do-do-do-do-do. Someone could be a musician. Fa. I'm hearing Christmas music now. I'm also hearing do, re, mi. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, da. Someone could be, da. That didn't come out right. Someone could be a singer and be doing like warm-ups. It'd sound better than that did. Anyway, I always get a little crazy when it comes to the letters and numbers. But anyway, that is it for your reading, pile 3. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Please do like, share, comment, subscribe. That all helps my channel. I do personals. My email's in the description box. If this didn't resonate, as of right now, I don't have another video like this, but I may by the time you watch this. But also you can choose another pile if this didn't feel like it was your reading. I do appreciate you spending your time here with me today, and I hope to see you again. Bye-bye.